Welcome to this guided meditation for developing your compassionate self. It's based on the concepts of compassion-focused therapy, and the meditation is adapted from a book about compassion-focused therapy for trauma by Deborah Lee. The compassionate self exercise is designed to help you focus on the feelings associated with creating compassion in yourself. And this helps when we come to offer ourselves compassion, because we might have a bit of an idea of what it feels like. And as we do this exercise, it doesn't matter if you feel you have these qualities or not. It's the act of imagining that you have them that's important. This is the type of approach that method actors use to get into a role. They imagine themselves to have the characteristics of the character they're playing. And in this way, they're stimulating certain qualities in the mind and the body, so that for that time they become the character they're imagining themselves to be. As we practice, you may just get glimmers of what it feels like, and your mind may wander away. And that's okay, and actually completely normal when practicing this new skill. But each time you practice, you may notice something new. So I invite you to begin with a brief mindfulness practice. So starting by sensing your feet, whether they're flat on the floor if you're in a chair, or perhaps resting on something if you're on the bed. Just sensing your feet and where they contact the floor, or your heels on the bed resting on something. Getting a sense of the soles of the feet, the toes, the heels. Just feeling any sensations that are there. Maybe contact with the sock or shoe. Warmth, coolness, tingling. And then sensing the legs, so the lower legs, the knees, the thighs. Again, sensing the contact of whatever they're supported by. Feeling the weight of the body supported by the seat, and the spine rising up from the hip girdle, supporting the body. Perhaps adjusting the posture a little, so the spine conveys an attitude of wakefulness, attentiveness, as we tune into the body in this present moment. Maybe getting a sense of the whole body, just sitting here, however it is, right now in this moment. Now gathering our attention into the breathing, wherever you feel it in the body. Perhaps the rise and fall of the belly, or the chest. Maybe sensations of air in the nostrils as it enters and leaves the body. Not having to change anything, but just noticing the body's natural rhythm as the breath just breathes itself without us having to do anything. Just spending a few moments being with the breath. And when you're ready, expanding the awareness to the whole body, as if the whole body is breathing. And now I'd like to invite you to imagine the qualities of compassion and noticing what they feel like and any effect they have on the body. So starting to act that role and imagine that you're a deeply compassionate person and very wise, wise enough to know that much of what goes on inside is not our fault, but is a result of partly evolution and experiences and circumstances over which we had no control. Starting to get a sense of your wisdom, perhaps the quality of having strength that comes with that wisdom, maybe a sense of maturity, of authority. How does your body posture feel when you sense that feeling of wisdom? How would you need to sit if you were feeling confident and assertive, so that it matches your idea of being wise and strong? Maybe your facial expression can also reflect what it feels like to feel really calm and confident. Maybe your head is upright rather than drooping forward. So adopting that posture of confidence and imagining yourself as a wise person who understands their own difficulties in a non-judgmental way. And that wise person has the confidence to be sensitive to distress and suffering. And bringing to that sense of wisdom and strength the qualities of warmth and gentle friendliness. So imagining being warm and kind, trying out a compassionate facial expression, imagining yourself speaking to someone and hearing the warm tone in your voice, acting that role of someone who's feeling really confident and calm, wise, strong, kind, and gentle. What does it feel like to reach out with that warmth and offer it to another from that place of confidence? And remember, you're imagining yourself filled with warmth and gentleness. And with that sense of wisdom and gentleness and kindness, maybe comes a kind of sense of responsibility. Imagine that you've lost interest in condemning yourself and now want to do the best you can to help yourself move forward. So, holding on to that compassionate facial expression and warmth, and focusing on this experience of making a commitment to yourself, to that compassionate path, little by little. And when you're ready, bring yourself gently back into the room, and you might want to just reflect a bit on how that felt, to envisage those qualities. And the best way to develop them is to keep practicing little by little. That's the end of the meditation today.